Once upon a time, there was a 3-year-old girl named Emerald. Emerald's parents started attending church every Sunday morning, but whenever they went to church, they left Emerald with a babysitter. Emerald missed her parents so much, she cried and screamed until her parents came back from church. Finally, one Sunday, Emerald's parents brought her with them to church. Emerald had so much fun at church, she came home with a new friend named Hody Spidit. No one can see Hody Spidit except for Emerald. Emerald and Hody Spidit became best friends and were always together. They had tea parties together, played dress up, went to school together, went to church together, and had slumber parties every night. Every night before Emerald would fall asleep, she would always say, "I love you, Hody Spidit." And Hody Spidit always replied saying, "I love you too, Emerald." Hody Spidit was always there for Emerald. When Emerald was 7 years old, a girl named Cynthia was handing out birthday card invitations to the class. Emerald said, "Hi, Cynthia. Am I invited to your birthday party?" Cynthia said, "No. My mom said I can only invite my best friends." Emerald understood, but then she watched Cynthia hand out birthday invites to every other student except for her, and Emerald felt really sad. She ran to the hallway and cried, and then Hody Spidit popped up and said, "Don't worry about Cynthia. Read the Bible and feel my love." Emerald took her Bible out and read it. She soon began to feel better. Emerald grew up with Hody Spidit by her side and still did everything together. She spoke to him in a secret language no one can understand, and they kept in conversation all the time, especially when Emerald read the Bible. She never stopped saying, "I love you, Hody Spidit." When Emerald turned 16, she and Hody Spidit celebrated with a sweet 16th birthday party and invited all her friends. Emerald's parents trusted her to have her birthday party in their house without constant supervision. All Emerald's friends were nice and everyone was dancing and having fun. Later that night, Emerald was surprised when Cynthia arrived at the party and gave her a birthday present. Hody Spidit told Emerald not to open the present, but Emerald was so happy that Cynthia gave her a present, let alone came to her party. Therefore, Emerald opened up the present from Cynthia, and it was a bottle of alcohol. Cynthia shouts, "Happy birthday! Let's have a drink." Hody Spidit told Emerald not to drink the alcohol, but Emerald wanted Cynthia to like her and wanted to have fun, so she took a sip. Hody Spidit asked Emerald, "Please don't take another sip." Emerald took another sip and said, "It's my birthday, I'm allowed to celebrate." Then Hody Spidit said, "Put down the bottle and come read the Bible with me." Emerald ignored him and took a bigger sip. Hody Spidit felt Emerald slowly drift away from him with each sip that she took, but he stayed at the party to watch over her. Finally, the party ended, and Hody Spidit got so excited because it's bedtime, and this is when he usually hears Emerald say, "I love you" to him. Emerald stumbles to her bed, and Hody Spidit is there holding the Bible, but she avoids him and goes straight to sleep. As years go by, Hody Spidit tries to get Emerald's attention and get her to talk to him. He keeps showing her signs and tries to change her heart's desires, but Emerald keeps rejecting Hody Spidit. As dust covers Emerald's Bible, Hody Spidit disappears from Emerald's vision. Years have passed. Emerald is now 19 and has not seen or spoken to Hody Spidit since her sweet 16. Emerald is absorbed into her laptop watching Netflix when she gets a knock on her bedroom door. "What do you want?" Emerald says with annoyance. Her mom opens the door and says with a soft voice, "Emmy, sweetie, can I come in?" Emerald replies, "Can it wait? I'm in the middle of my favorite show." Emerald's mom walks in anyways and sits on her bed beside her. "Emmy, this is important. Turn it off." Emerald rolls her eyes and presses pause on her TV show. "Okay, what is it?" Mom takes a deep breath and says, "I just got a call. There's been an accident on the freeway." "Oh, Emmy, your father is gone," Emmy says while crying. "What? No, not my daddy. They called the wrong house, Mom. Not my daddy. No." Emerald and her mom hold each other while crying. Emerald is now alone in her bedroom, crying, and yelps, "Hody, Spidit, where are you?" All of a sudden, Emerald feels a warm hug that sends her shivers, and she hears a voice saying, "I love you, Emmy, and I never left you." "Hody, Spidit?" Emerald questions. "You cannot run from my love, as I am the Holy Spirit." Emerald cries. Emerald awakens with tears down her face to realize that this was all just a dream. She runs out of her room to the kitchen to see her dad eating breakfast, and she gives him a big hug. Emerald then runs back to her room and grabs her Bible and opens it to Galatians 5:16-17 and reads, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want." She then jumps into praise and worship. "Holy Spirit, I love you. Thank you for always loving me and never leaving me." That morning, Emerald attends church and builds her relationship with the Holy Spirit. The end.